Bang dudes quietly. Don't tell everybody.
Yeah, I think if you're a guy and you get lonely, you should hang around a bar and stare at women until they come talk to you.
I really think women are asking for a little bit too much from men. And y'all gonna be mad, but I really don't care because y'all need to hear the truth. Be honestly a housewife and to live that lifestyle, seeing those things, it's just not gonna come to you without you seeing those things.
Holding, side tooth missing, ED suffering, wannabe passport bros. I'm gonna go overseas, but you can't even afford to pay the back pay on your child support.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
If you could give a single girl some dating advice, what would you say to her?
How old?
Let's say she's like 21.
Oh, 21. Just bang them all. Bang them all, because men are so immature.
Look at you.
That you're not gonna lock anyone down. Don't even start thinking yet about the husband stuff. But I will say, bang dudes quietly. Don't tell everybody about it. Just go do your business. Bang girls, bang guys, bang dogs, trans, whatever you want.
You can't make this up.
But keep an eye out for the good ones in your college.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, keep the solid dudes in your back pocket. Like, befriend them, but don't.
You see what she's saying? Who does that sound like to me? Keep the good dudes in your back pocket. That seems like a lot of guys. It may have been passport bros. Don't it seem like it?
Or date them or nothing until you're kind of like older and you're ready to like settle down with a boy.
Yeah.
And then call that guy up, like that one you had your eyes on. And I'll be like, what's up, dude?
You're a feminist.
Hey, big head.
What is the difference between a feminist and a knife?
What sort of a comparison is that? I don't understand.
Should I tell the answer?
Yeah.
At least a knife has a point.
I mean, yeah, it's totally true, but still, she's saying that was a total feminist. That was one of the women that brought it into the, the millennial age. But still, most women think that way, right? They're saying, take that nice guy, the guy that has a nice job, but you don't feel, maybe has no charisma, has a hard time with the girls. Take him and put him on the back burner. Don't give him none. Why? So you can use him. So you can take him for all his resources. Later in life, after you've been used up. Get used up, though. She's telling 21-year-old girls this. And then guys wonder why the West is dead. This is why. This is what most women believe. Most women are feminists. Let me hop on to the next one.
It's interesting to see the evolution of the male loneliness epidemic talking points or whatever. Because now it's all like, oh, women, and now they're all killing themselves. Could this be women's fault? Probably. I remember like a couple of years ago when I saw articles that people got paid to write, they were all like, oh, men aren't talking to their friends about their feelings, and they feel isolated from society because men live in cave. Man live in cave, and cave rock fall on man head, and man feel sad, and man dodge cave rock because man manly, but man sad on inside, cause man in cave, but the cave is man heart. And like the whole reason it was an epidemic was because, oh, men are feeling sad. When I first saw it, I thought it was an epidemic because those feelings were making men violent and permanent socially disfigured members of society. Like, I get sad too. I don't know if you guys knew that. I know I seem perfect, but I don't stab people. So
Nonsense. I know that.
now whenever I see anything about this topic, it's always like, oh my god, women aren't dating men as much, and coincidentally.
No. And guys are right when they say it. Guys say it all the time. Women are all sharing the same men, right? You have those select few guys that are just running through them. And I get it. That's why you see guys say it a lot. I don't need to get my passport. I get it. A lot of guys don't. If I was back in the West, if I wanted to play games, I wanted to get married though. If I wanted to play games, I probably wouldn't either. Guys that want to take something serious have to leave. What are you gonna do? Just be back in the West and just bang everything? That's pretty much all you're gonna do. Who are you gonna trust? Who are you gonna marry? Who do you trust to be married to long term? Like, think about it deeply. Really think about it. Especially all those guys out there, they made the bag, they got the bag, so now what? Oh, just bang everything.
Exactly. Apparently, gun ownership is on the rise. So what could that be about? It's interesting to see that men get lonely and they start turning to violent porn instead of joining an intramural sports league in their neighborhood. I have a point to this video. I don't even remember where it started, but yeah, I think if you're a guy and you get lonely, you should hang around a bar and stare at women until they come talk to you. Yeah. Just kidding. I think you should pick up like rock climbing or pickleball or something that makes you annoying in a different way, or an instrument. Yeah. Okay. That's it. I don't know.
Yeah, just smacking guys in the face. But it's fine. Guys are used to it. And listen, a lot of guys, there's a lot of single and childless men out there, and that's a good thing. And because you know what's gonna happen, right? And it's happening now. Women are starting to turn to those guys and saying they want those single childless guys. That's what they want. After they've had 5 kids, give me that guy that has no kids. That guy made fun of 20 years ago. You know what? That guy's not gonna be around anymore. Now you got the password bros. That guy's long gone. It's gonna start to be that way soon. A lot of guys, most American men aren't traveling out. But we're coming to the time where a lot of guys are gonna figure out how to get that coin overseas. If you want to know how to get that coin overseas, you're welcome to send me an email and I can help you out with that. But yeah, that guy is going to, want to know how to get that coin, work on getting that coin, he's gonna be gone. Then what?
Let's get into it. I honestly feel bad for the men of this generation. The younger guys, like in their early 20s, in their early 30s or whatever, and say they don't have a very prominent career, such as like in finance, because I used to work in finance. So I know how much finance men really make in investment finance. That's what I'm talking about, okay? That's where we used to work. I know those men make upwards of $200 and something plus $1,000 a year, okay? Not every man will make that amount of money. And if there is men that make that kind of money, it's very limited, okay? So I think it's so crazy that this young ladies of this generation is expected for a man to make $300,000 plus in a major city. You get what I'm saying? To take care of a family and all that. Not every man is going to make that amount of money. A man nowadays barely making $45,000, especially if he's black. I really think women are asking for a little bit too much from men. And y'all gonna be mad, but I really don't care because y'all need to hear the truth.
Word.
Sometimes I honestly don't blame our men for going out and dating other races of women, because let me tell you something. I grew up around those different women who came from very rich families, extremely wealthy. I'm talking filthy rich, probably richer than what you probably think. My parents had me surrounded by those kids, had me surrounded by those. Y'all don't even get it. Y'all think finding a man that rich, that has a legit career, in STEM or something like that, where he's making over 150 grand, okay? Y'all really think that's an easily accessible man? No, they're not. If you didn't grow up doing horseback riding classes, if you didn't grow up doing cooking classes, my mother had me in cooking classes with all the little white kids, all of them growing up, because their parents taught them that. Y'all are missing that when you are born to be, honestly, a housewife and to live that lifestyle, you have to grow up seeing those things. It's just not going to come to you without you seeing those things.
He's cooking our garbage.
Now, granted, there are some women that just, luck up on a really high value, rich man. And, that's just not his money and things like that. It's a bunch of other components that go into it. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, I honestly feel so bad for these guys, especially our men. Other men, I have friends of all races. Other men, they can make them a smooth $50K, $55,000, and their white wife will be so happy because she's like, well, I'm working too. And, she takes so much pride into her man. And I feel like with black men sometimes, with this generation of girls, like the girl that got mad with the $30 for lunch, my man sent me money that same day. That same amount. And I went to Kava and I ate that for lunch and I ate it for dinner because I don't eat that much no way. Okay? It's just like, y'all are expecting men to make more than what they actually will make in the black community. If we're going to be real, if he's not in the top profession, he ain't making a lot of money. People just need to find somebody that they love and forget what people tell you and just find who you love and be happy with that person. Stop trying to be like somebody else. Stop trying to live the life that you see on social media, because sometimes that ain't even realistic. Okay? I think y'all just need to give the person that's in your lane a shot, because sometimes people try to go outside their lane, and I'm gonna be real with you. That ain't gonna work. You need to stay within your lane and stay within the men that you can date. But I don't know. I just thought about that, and I'll never treat my boyfriend like that. I just,
Well, I'm happy for you. You're one out of like maybe 500,000, right? When you compare all the, I wouldn't say that much, maybe 200,000. But still, are they going to listen to you? There are many other women that are barking like you on social media. Do all of them mean it though? Now, this is what I say to brothers out there who want to get ahead. I noticed when I hit 40, I started learning what I've never knew all of my life. What you'll realize is you'll start looking at things like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or what the rich dad told his sons. I had the poor dad. My dad wasn't able to tell me. I had to learn from things like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I had to learn from experience. Now, first thing I want to have my son do, the very first thing, is to have a company with employees. Put himself at the top of the pyramid. I need to teach him, as long as he's at the top and as long as he creates other pyramids and be at the top of them, he's fine. What happens is us of all complexions, not just black, white too, we get under other people's pyramids and we're at the very bottom. If you figure out a way to start something that's successful and be at the top of it, or be a part of something that's successful, right when it starts, building business and running it and then having employees run it for you, then you're always at the top of it, right? You're always at the top, and you're always at the top of the pyramid. What happens is the more people you bring up to overlook those people, the more you're successful, the more you move forward. And a lot of people just don't come up understanding that. But I'm happy I do now. But anyway, I'll get into that another time. Let me hop on to the next video.
Yo, the way y'all talk about relationships nowadays is like, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment for y'all with your trending hot words. I am an empath. Sis, you're a narcissist with the gut instinct, or these I'm an alpha. Like, tell me you're working on your manifesto without telling me you're working on your manifesto. And these women, they buy it. He's an alpha. Like, what are you, werewolf pack? Are you guys gonna hunt rabbits for your first date? Spend some time under a full moon to see if you actually have a soul tie? And the dudes, she has to be foreign and submissive. Like, again, with this vampire Twilight Saga. Do I gotta be from Transylvania just to get a date nowadays? I mean, I can't. And then every woman with baby hairs and a BBL thinks Drake is coming to save her. He has to pick me up and pay for my babysitter and buy me a $600 Wagyu steak on a yacht and send me home with Parmesan truffle fries for little Kayla. Oh my God. And the balding, side tooth missing, ED suffering, wannabe passport bros.
Oh, here we go again.
I'm gonna go overseas.
Why are all these women married?
But you can't even afford to pay the back pay on your child support for your 27-year-old daughter, and you think...
You know what's funny? Watching woman after woman after woman talk about passport bros like they're pookies. They have no idea who we are. They have not one clue of the kind of men that are leaving. These are not men that are good for nothings that are leaving. Think about it. These are men that are uprooting themselves from the American society and making sure they're stable in another society. These are men who have done the work. They've done the work so much, they can pull up others to help them do the work. She got us confused.
You're gonna sponsor somebody's citizenship? Talking about women like they're cars. She has to be early 2000s and foreign with low miles and one key, because a key that opens many doors is a master, but a lock that shuts.
Stop it. Get some help.
Up. Oh my God. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, so she just showed her mental breakdown, right? It's evident. Think about it, right? Look at her. She's getting to that age. She's starting to age and her time is up. Guys, I just showed a woman in Laos who's 23 years old who feels like her time is up already. Why is that? because she's over from the side of the world where they're thinking, as soon as you hit your 20s, you hear the echoes in the background. New. Who's that saying new? New. That's because the ladies in the background are screaming and it's echoing. Shang Ye.
Over 27, unmarried, female. What do you call this lady? In China, if women who remain unmarried in their late 20s and 30s, we call them 剩女, which means leftover women.
Shang Ye. Tons of people are screaming that. Out in the Philippines, you have people, oh, you gonna have a baby yet?
Shang Yu.
Baby? It's different. Girls are young and they're already being pressured. Not overall in society, but you guys get what I'm saying. Girls on this side of the world, especially like Vietnam, Laos, areas like that, where they have bright markets, right? They're having bright markets out there. I'm telling y'all, I seen it the other day. I'm sure y'all probably seen a video already by now. The girl was 23 years old. Gorgeous girl. Sad because she's not sad like that, but still couldn't find anybody. This is the pressure. This is the difference. Woman on the other side, oh, I'm good. I'm fine. I don't need no man. And woman over here going, I need a man. I'm 20 years old. Life is hard. Not even life is hard. These women are paying the bride price to have a husband. They're not poor. They're paying the bride price. And you wonder why guys are leaving? When you're talking how you're talking, woman at 23 looking better than you, saying, looking around, going, throwing herself at guys trying to get a man, not like a hoe, but you know what I'm saying? It's night and day, man. It's night and day. And guys want to leave to find that night and day, to find that day from the night. They want to leave the night and come to the daylight because they're not vampires. And they want to do that because they realize it's more to life than dealing with you.
Brothers, what we do in life echoes in eternity. This is the way.
Passport bros. Cash for no.
Come